Hey, you're still up? I thought so. That's why I brought you something. Here. It's your favorite, well, close enough. I did my best. Don't argue, just take it. You seriously need a break. You've been at this for hours, haven't you? I can always tell when you get that hyper-focus face. The world disappears, and it's just you and the notes. Kinda cute, actually. But also kinda worrying. Scoot over a bit. I'm not gonna sit across the room like some stranger. There we go. That's better. You feel warm, like you've been in the same spot for days. You're not growing roots, are you? Should I start watering you now? You really haven't moved in a while, have you? Your back's probably stiff by now. You always forget to stretch when you're focused. And no, pretending to roll your neck for 5 seconds doesn't count. Remember last time? You were stuck over that essay for 6 hours straight. And when you finally stood up, you walked like a 90-year-old grandpa for 2 whole days. That was impressive and mildly concerning. You've got to be kinder to yourself. You're not a machine. Even geniuses need sleep and snacks and people who bring them tea at 2 a.m. No, don't say it's not a big deal. I know you. You downplay everything. Act like you're fine, even when you're one bad grade away from snapping. You don't have to carry all of this alone. You never did. I get it though. You don't like asking for help. You always want to be the calm one, the capable one, even when everything's kind of falling apart. But I see it, the way you clench your jaw when you're stressed, the tapping on the pen, the table, your leg, the little sighs you don't think anyone hears. I notice those things. I notice you. And I don't just mean the tired version of you. I see the way you light up when something clicks, how your eyes go wide when you're explaining something you love, or when you forget yourself mid-rant and start talking with your hands. You're kind of adorable when you're like that, you know. Also, remember that time you tried to pull an all-nighter with just coffee and 3 protein bars? Yeah, you look like a raccoon with a spreadsheet. A very determined raccoon, but still, I still have that photo. You begged me not to post it. I'm keeping it for blackmail, obviously. But seriously, you always show up for everyone else. You're the guy people count on, even when you're exhausted, even when it's hard. Let someone let me show up for you, too. Not just with tea or snacks or corny jokes, but like, really be here. Even in the quiet moments, even when you don't say anything at all. You always make it look easy, holding everything together, staying calm, even when everything's falling apart. I used to think you just didn't feel pressure like the rest of us. Like maybe stress just bounced off you. Like emotional Teflon or something. But then I started noticing the small things, the way you get quiet when something's really bothering you, or how you stare at the same page for 10 minutes pretending to read when you're actually lost in your own head. I know that look now. I've seen it more than a few times. And I wish you'd let yourself be human with me. Messy, flawed, confused. It wouldn't scare me off. Honestly, I don't think anything about you could scare me off at this point. That probably sounded intense. Sorry. Do you remember that night last winter? The power went out and you insisted we could still study by candlelight, like some kind of 19th century scholar. And I pretended to take notes, but I was mostly watching you argue with the textbook like it had personally offended you. You looked so focused, so tired, but so you. And I remember thinking I could stay in this moment for a while. Just you and me and the quiet. Sometimes I wonder if you notice things like that too. The quiet moment, the way time stretches a little when we're together. Or maybe that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying we're soulmates or something. Just that, statistically, you're the only person I've ever made tea for more than 5 times. So that probably means something, right? Okay, I'm rambling. I do that when I get nervous. You probably already noticed. You notice everything. That's one of the things Anyway, you should take a break soon. Like a real one. No reading under the blanket, pretending it's resting your eyes. And maybe we could just sit for a bit. No notes, no deadlines, just this, you and me, and the sound of rain. You really are gonna fall asleep sitting like that, head drooping, eyes half closed, pretending to still be reading, stubborn until the very end. I admire the commitment, but it's kind of adorable too. Here, let me just lean back a bit. I'll hold your tea so you don't spill it on yourself, even though that would be a very you way to end the night. You're really not gonna last much longer, are you? Your whole body's slowing down, breath getting softer, shoulders relaxing. You always carry everything there right between your shoulder blades. Can I, just for a second, let me fix your hair? Wow, you're really warm, like you've been storing sunlight all day and just kept it in. You always get this one strand sticking up when you're tired, right here, like a flag saying, I give up. It's kind of my favorite version of you. I wonder if you even realize how different you are when you let go a little, when you're not trying to impress anyone, not trying to be perfect, just You. I like this version a lot more than I probably should. Do you know how rare it is to feel safe with someone? To feel like no matter how hard the day was, you can just exist next to them and somehow that's enough. That's peace. That's what you are for me. Even if you don't know it, even if you never do, sometimes I wish I could just say it. Say everything. How being near you feels like home. How I catch myself smiling when you're not even looking. How your voice calms something in me I didn't even know was restless. But then I see you like this, so peaceful, and I think maybe this moment is enough. Maybe just being here is already everything I wanted. So I'll sit here, quiet, present, close enough to feel you breathe. And if you wake up, I'll pretend I wasn't watching you sleep like some cliché movie character. But until then, just rest. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. How I catch myself smiling when you're not even looking. How your voice calms something in me I didn't even know was restless. But then I see you like this, so peaceful, and I think maybe this moment is enough. Maybe just being here is already everything I wanted. So I'll sit here, quiet, present, close enough to feel you breathe. And if you wake up, I'll pretend I wasn't watching you sleep like some cliché movie character. But until then, just rest. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. Still sleeping, huh? Figures. You always had this talent shutting the world out when you finally let yourself stop. I should go. I really should. You'll wake up in a few hours and pretend nothing ever happened. Business as usual. But part of me just wants to stay like this a little longer. Pretend this moment could stretch forever, like time paused just for us. It's funny, isn't it, how something so small, a shared night, a quiet breath, the way your hand shifts in sleep, can feel more real than whole conversations. You don't even know what you did or what you are to me. And maybe you never will. Maybe I'll keep being your best friend, the one who brings you tea, nags you about sleep, sits next to you when the world gets too heavy. And that's okay. Because love isn't always about confessions or fireworks or perfect timing. Sometimes it's just this, caring for someone in all the ways that don't need to be named. I'll let you sleep. You deserve it. You give so much to everyone, even when no one sees it, even when no one thanks you for it. Good night. Sleep well, stubborn boy. I'll be here, just like always, even if you never look at me the way I look at you, even if this moment fades come morning. For now, this was enough.